All right, good morning, good morning, everybody. Good morning, traders. How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? Hope everybody had a good weekend. Had a nice, fresh week. A little rainy outside over here where I am in South Carolina, but still a beautiful morning nonetheless. It's always exciting when the market is open again. All right, so let's get right into this with the quote of the day. All right, today what we got. The quote we have today is "Without struggle, success has no value." All right, so that is the quote of the day. One of my sayings or one of my beliefs is our greatest lessons are in the losses. So go ahead and sit that on your spirit as we start this trading week off. All right, let's go ahead and look at the economic calendar. All right, today we don't have anything significant going on. Tomorrow, have the core CPI. Wednesday, PPI. Thursday, initial jobless claims in the Philly Fed Manufacturing Index. Crude oil inventories has been moved to Thursday for this week at 11. And then Friday, we have retail sales. So pretty kind of a light week this week in terms of, the economic calendar and economical things going on. Of course, we're always talking about stimulus and the elections and all of that stuff. So that's what we got in terms of the economic calendar. Let's go ahead and look at the NQ future sessions power range. All right, for today's sessions, we had a high of 747.75 with a low of 11,691.75. That's our power range, high and low. All right, at the time of this posting, we were trading bullish, which I still believe we're doing, up 1.69% with a lot of volume of 119K with an ATR 293.23. All right, let's look at the chart. Here we go. See, we had a lot of bulls that's come in, especially during the Euro session, and we're still trading bullish with a lot of momentum. I'm gonna look at the 3-minute candle or the 3-minute chart. All right, nice little stair step pattern here. Just break out and retest and the climb higher. All right. So of course, as usual, I'll be looking for a pullback to get in on. Let me go ahead and note some things down in my journal. Before I do that, I'm gonna get a little music going. I feel like a little Undertaker today. Yeah, that's what I want. If I can find my music. I think this weekend I'm gonna try to get some new stuff moved over or finish some of my projects that I need, my music projects, or how can I say it? Finish some of the music that I've worked on already. I still need to mix and master some stuff and move it over so we can listen to some new music while we trading. Also, I found really, if I don't know if any of you are into music production, I found a really cool app over the weekend that I've been enjoying over the past couple of days. It's called GroovePad. Even if you're not really into music production, it's still something fun to play with on your free time. get my pre-market snapshot. Log this in the journal. And as a reminder, if you want access to my journal, just head on over to mv3trader.com and go to the journal section. There'll be a big red link there to get access to the journal. Right now it's open, completely open to the public. There's a couple of documents in there that are not, that you need special access to get to. But for the most part, it's completely open to everyone, for now anyway. That could be changing in the near future. Nope, I didn't do that yet. Way too many windows open. That's a stock I wish I would have. I don't know why I overlooked it. As much as I pay attention to sports. I'm not super into sports anymore like I used to be, but anyway, I wish I would have went ahead and bought a couple shares of DraftKings. I was not even thinking about it. They've had a nice little run. Sure, with last night's Game 6 in the NBA playoffs, They had a lot of people, a lot of interest in sports betting last night. And then there's also Sunday night football, and they got Monday or Sunday football and Monday night football tonight. You know, I don't watch football at all, but the point is, there's a lot of reasons to have bought DraftKings, to have that in the portfolio. Not gonna jump on board now. I want to see what the stock looks like. Before the bell, so I can check this out real quick. Actually, DraftKings had a little bit of a dip. I'll be waiting for the open. I had a special request to look at GE, so let me just check that out real quick. Let's see. And so we got a lot of support here at say between 6 and 588. Still overall it's bearish, but just the way that it trades, we could have a little bounce. They pay dividends, so I don't think GE is going anywhere anytime soon, so it could be a long-term hold. But for me personally, well, we could, if you get lucky, you know, get the right amount of news and all that good stuff, could be a decent little swing trade, depending on how long you hold it and what kind of momentum we get. Let's see, a little bit of volume coming in, so I don't hate it, don't love it either, unless I'm trying to hold it for a while. All right, so let's focus on NQ. I think the market is open and we're dropping hard. Got some support here on that breakout at 876 and a half, or 876, 874. Possible it could bounce here, but it looks like we at right now we have a little bit of momentum to the downside, to the short side, but it would make sense for some buyers to be sitting right here. still in my no trade window. I have to let the first 3 minutes pass. That first 3 minute candle, let it close. Just my own personal rule.
Order submitted.
Side note, forgot to put my disclaimer in there when I was talking about GE earlier. That is not an advice to buy or sell. That's just my own personal opinion and from my personal perspective. Nothing that I mention here is a signal or an advice to buy or sell or do anything. Trading is 100% your personal responsibility. So just had to put that disclaimer in there. I think we all know that by now. But just to make sure it's clear. So I'm gonna have to wait for another dip. That would have been a nice dip to take there at the open. However, I have to follow my rule. I put it there for a reason. So right now it looks like we're holding this range between 950 and 894. Actually, the bottom of that range would be 879. We had some selling come in on this little brief bullish momentum. It's a possibility that we hang around in this range for a few minutes. If we do break out of this range right here, basically the sky's the limit. Let's see. Yeah, we have room to run looking at the daily. But I don't know. I'm not gonna speculate. I say if we do run bullish today any further than we already ran, that would be a pretty significant candle on the daily chart. Looking pretty volatile out there right now. How low can we go? I should have added one there. That's alright. So what we're looking at right now, we have a lower low and a lower high. So we zooming out, we're kind of short term trading sideways really, but extremely short term. This is kind of bearish, but we're really it's neutral at this moment. We're trading sideways from my perspective. Gonna look to take a bounce somewhere in here. Wouldn't be surprised if I didn't get all the way to my order, but we shall see it. We shall see it how thou worketh. It actually makes sense to bounce right here. That's why I should have had my order. I would have taken a partial fill right here. Yo, the fam is in the building. Yep, Hindsight Capital. I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens from there. Not a good screenshot. Oh, that's cold-blooded. I had an order sitting in Ninja Trader. Pretty much right there. That's why I had an order sitting. Could get filled. If it gets filled at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm gonna keep it there. I wouldn't be surprised if it trades lower. That's only a partial fill, or a partial of my full position that I would want to take. Kind of don't think it's going to get filled. I think that was the bottom of that move, and then I can see from here either a channel forming or a wide pennant pattern. But I don't speculate because I've been known to be wrong when I speculate, so let's just see what happens. We might get that rollover.
Order submitted.
Let's put that in and I can adjust.
Order filled.
Like I mentioned before, I wouldn't be surprised if we trade lower from here. However, big picture is still bullish. Let me move this up here. Got my target pretty much near the top of that range. Again, I don't really, call out specific plays because the purpose of MV3 Trader is not to have a lot of traders follow what I'm doing. This is not like a call out thing where I'm calling out plays and you follow what I do. This is for educational purposes so you can learn what to do and what not to do from when I make mistakes and stuff. Oh, just to trade, just to kick it with me. That's cool too. I think it's important to trade as a community with like-minded people. Sometimes, trading can be sort of a lonely journey. So trading as a group, as a community, is something that I would recommend. Everybody doesn't have to be on the same sheet of music, or we don't all have to do the exact same thing, but trading together, I see a lot of value in that. This goes back to the first time that I've traded with a community was with Real Life Trading. It's a group that I promote a lot. I like what they teach over there. I like the mission of the owner or the creator of that business, the CEO, and everybody that works with them. And they have a really good group, a really good community over there. I enjoyed, being in that group when I was. That's the only group that I ever really, traded in. It was a paid membership, and it wasn't like, you follow. You could do that if you wanted to. There were people who called out trades and plays, and you could follow it if you wanted to. But that wasn't the purpose of the group. It was to share ideas and help each other grow. See, I forgot to take my screenshot of the play again. Supposed to be screenshotting all the trades that I take. So I put the screenshot of that, the current trade that I'm in right now and what I'm looking at. Took the screenshot and put that in the journal. So you can go to the journal and check that out if you're interested. Little green line here is where I was filled. Make it a little big green line. And we had this, some buying coming right here. We can see we have a basically where volume dropped off. This is a valley for the volume profiles. So where some volume drops off here in terms of the price, and also this was a pivot. If we look at from a technical candle perspective, we had this. We saw a little rejection here, so a little bit of support. Resistance in that area, not much, but it'll make sense for some buyers to be sitting there. So that's why we have this little price action that we have right now. A little bit of a battle going on. This price action probably looks interesting to shorters, to perma bears who are looking to go short. but also interesting to traders who are looking to buy the dip, who are looking to go long. Alright, that's my break even has been triggered. So no matter what, this is going to end up being a winning play. Not excited about that break even being triggered right there, but it is what it is. Just looking at the resistance that we can possibly trade into. And likely I get triggered out.
Order canceled.
Alright. So I just got a scalp out of that one.
Order submitted. Let me change up the tunes real quick. Well, this is supposed to happen quicker.
Yep, the price action got me. The volatility got me. Even though it makes sense what it, what it did. From a technical perspective, there's a lot of support and resistance in this area right here. As you can see from all the wicks, just a little battle going on. I was lucky enough to get a little bit of profit out of the battle. I can remember a time where I would have taken a loss in this kind of price action. I had to adjust my style or my strategy for this market, that we in this year. Usually we get this kind of price action like on for a very short period of time. Like it may last, a few days or maybe a week at the most, or a couple weeks. Or you may see price action like this during an earnings season. But pretty much since the pandemic dropped or it hit, or whatever, however you want to say it, pretty much since everything kicked off this year, this market has been really irrational, or like just kind of hard to trade depending on the way that you're looking at it. I know a lot of traders who have really made a lot of money during this market, and also know I've seen traders who have lost a lot of money, and everyone in between. Definitely something, a very interesting year in terms of the overall, stock market and the other financial markets. It's been a big year. I've learned a lot of lessons this year. I learned a lot about, myself, about my trading, about the market overall, about a lot of different things. It's one of my, the things that I love the most about trading is I've learned a lot about myself since I've started. I see the market as a mirror. What am I going to title this one? Need to come up with a title for today's journal or today's trading session. I pretty much talked about a little bit of everything. Gotcha. United Trading. It's a little too likely like I'm going to get another fill unless I enter aggressively. But I'm not a fan of all of this price action here, or this price structure. I do have an order sitting if we I do have an order in place if we drop lower. Look at the daily chart. If we look at at the bigger picture, no matter what time frame you're looking at, we're still overall bullish. The market is in the favor of the bulls. What I see this as right here is some people trying to, buy the dip, some profit taking from the morning session or from the pre-market, from the overnight session. Some people trying to, take the fade, some short selling. This is why we got all of this little battle going on. Alright, so I don't think that's the other trade is going to get filled. Alright, order is going to get filled anytime soon. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up today. Just take my little pocket
Order
change
canceled.
And call it a day. It's another busy Monday for me. So let's go ahead and let this one be what it is. Alright, so I appreciate y'all showing up, trading with me, listening to all my nonsense and everything that I have to say. So hope y'all have a good one. Have a good rest of the day. Trade it easy.